Right, so par 5 fourth hole. I got no idea how far it is, but it's of a decent length. I can't quite see up there, but mid fours I think it is. So it goes up there to the right, back into the wind at the moment. Guys up in front are still there, so I shall be waiting. But like I said, guys, we've got a whole lot of stuff coming up, and it'll be interesting to hear what you think about whether we go to New Zealand, and if we do go to New Zealand, do we just go to Queenstown, play the 4 or 5 courses around there, or do we go into Auckland, maybe do Carry Cliffs, Kidnappers potentially. That's going to be a tough one, but anyway, we'll either that and drive down to Wellington and play courses down that way, so as we drive down. So I don't know, it's going to be tough because I would like to do both to show you guys, because they're two completely different golf courses. Like Paraparaumu Beach I'd really want to play, which is on the drive down to sort of Wellington. If we did go to Queenstown, then that'd be great. You've got jacks and hills and all that sort of stuff. Or do we just go on a road trip? You know, do we go to, you know, Melbourne? Do we go to, you know, drive from Brisbane to Victoria and then back up? Do we fly to WA? I don't know. What do we do? I'd really like to hear what you guys think, because at the end of the day, you guys are watching it, and whatever you would like to see is what we would like to do. So yeah, let us know. Hit us up on the gram or hit us up on whatever socials. That is pure. So it's just right of the tree up there. I've sort of gone over that straggly tree that you might be able to see in the footage. I think you can go further right than that, but it was literally just straight over that little straight draw, straight golf shot. Like I said, this club will be hard to knock out of the bag. Right, so I've been up for a walk up the top of the hill. We're 230 meters away from the green, which is up over the hill, probably I think pinned in line with maybe the tallest sort of tree that you can see there. I can't see, there's glare on the screen, so no dates. So I've got a chasing 3 iron. As soon as it gets up over the hill, it shouldn't be too bad. It should run down just a little bit. So here we go. It's a little bit low on the face, but that's going to chase. It's kicking down the right. I don't know. Oh, of course I didn't have the bloody iPad going. That thing was a low bullet which I was trying to hit, but instead of sort of turning it just to the left, I want to hit it straight. That one just turned to the left a little bit. It does feed a little bit down to the right. It's better to be middle to left than it is to be down the bottom, because the whole green drops off to the right hand side, so it'll be interesting. Right, so again, it is pretty busy. So the ladies are behind me. I've just literally walked on the green as the people in front are, and you know, it sort of sucks because people look at you a bit funny, but that's all right. I have a putt here for eagle. I got no idea where it's going. It's definitely up a tier. Struggling with the speeds of the greens, really, and putting in general. It might sneak the tiniest bit to the right, potentially. Definitely move to the right. Just poor speed. Again, line was okay, but speed. I don't know where this is breaking. Maybe to the right, pretty straight. But like I said, the greens are pretty solid. The greens, a lot of coverage. I don't believe they've been mown this morning because they've had spray out, whatever it is. So oh, stop it. So there's an easy par. That's disappointing again, but oh well, that's what you get. As you can sort of see what I mean, if you do jump down there, you've got a big hill to the next tee block and all the way down there. So it's not a very, very good spot to be chipping from down there. Here's not too bad. You miss it left, it's not too bad at all. Right, so here we are on the fifth hole. I'll just let some young ladies through. Lovely for a chat. Now, we've got 161 meters from here. I thought the wind was down, so it's 161 uphill, so it's really playing 166. And the whole par 3, the one before the third hole, it was 167 downhill, playing 170 something. But this wind, hopefully it's helping enough. For me, this is going to have to be an absolutely mangled 8-iron. It's going to have to be absolutely pumped. So, yeah, so down top, squeeze it out. Maybe turn it into a little bit of a 7-iron. But, sorry if that's annoying everybody. So yeah, 161 uphill, so 165, let's say down breezes, 160, it's got to be a really hard 8-iron, because the 7-iron is probably just going to be too much. I think even if I take some off of it. Left is dead. It's just got to be, well, it's got to be straight the sign really. I'd rather miss it to the right if anything. Oh, it's just left. I don't know if it's... Oh, it might have hung on. Oh, I don't know. I think the distance was all right. I've got no idea what that was, but it was just to the left. It was like right on the flag, just to the left of the flag. I can't see it, so it might be okay or it might be good. Right. So... And just here, guys, it is left of it. It wasn't another 2 or 3 meters left, and it's probably no good. This green looks a little average. It's a little bit bumpy. I don't know. It's going to break to the right, I think. It's a little bit downhill, but it is, yeah, definitely a wee bit downhill. Yeah, if it goes off down there, you've got like a 7-foot drop down the hill there, so you really don't want to be hitting it down there. Sit down. You can sort of see it bobbling through that sort of middle section there. Yeah, it's a bit average sort of green here, but that's all right. You're not you're not always going to get perfect greens. Still rolled pretty good. Still broke sort of how it was meant to break. But yeah, the 8-iron got there okay. It was still very, very nasty. You start missing it too far and you're gone. Right, here we are, 6th hole, 340. Pardon me, down the hill. I think everything's good. That's good. Ball's on the tee, everything's ready to go. So yeah, 340 straight down the hill. Sort of some power lines there, but they shouldn't be in play. Yeah, back into the breeze, just a small amount at the moment. So I don't think there's any issues down there. I don't think there's anything to stress about. All you need to do is just hit it straight at the flag, basically. I think it's like 40, 50 meters in. And that's about the hole done. Just straight down there. See, like, again, this golf club, like you'll see those numbers, they're probably spinning quite a bit. I strike it okay, but probably a little bit low on the face, and they spin up at $3 grand a lot. It would be nice to get it down lower, but all I need to do is strike a little higher on the face. but they go straight. I'm okay to hit it 255, 260 meters, even though I know I can hit it longer. At the end of the day, if I can hit it straight like that, they just don't move. Life's good. All right, so 51 meters. Hopefully it's all working up there, but 51 meters. That's gonna have to be like a three-quarter lob wedge ish. Like that's pins right at the front. Like there's heaps of green to the back. It's probably a better idea to try to get it past. But if I miss it, well, it's coming back at my feet. It was coming back at my feet. Oh, that's right at it. Got legs. Is there a clap? It seemed close-ish. Thank you very much, ladies. There you go. I think that was pretty damn close. Pretty close. Well, I'll get up there and see. Hopefully it's as good as what I think it is. The camera can stay there, but see, it's a nice hole. Like again, this is not the easiest hole out there. Like you hit it down there, and you've still got a tough shot in, you know, above your feet and all that sort of stuff. There we go, just like that. I'll take a birdie, but you can just sort of see that it's a very, very narrow green. It's very, very wide. Sorry, it's very wide, but it's very shallow from middle to back. You just got to hit a good tee shot down there, probably onto the flats the best. It's either you leave it at 150 meters out, up the top of the hill, or you put it down the bottom of the hill and then have somewhat like I just had, sort of 40, 50 meters in, something like that. Again, hopefully all that worked. Hopefully you could see that. I might try to zoom in on it when I edit it, but back up the hill there, it's not a tough tee shot. There is out of bounds left, so if you do really get one going a bit rank, well then you're going to be up the creek, or in the trees at least. There is a little bit of a creek down the hill. If you go too far to the right on the 7th hole, so as you're playing 6, if you go too far to the right, you've actually got a little bit of a hazard there. If you go too far to the left, you've got a hazard there as well. So you still need to hit it pretty good. It all slopes down to the right, so you just got to make sure you hit it down the middle right side, but you still got plenty of space to the right. So on to the par 5 7th. It's a nice tap-in birdie. They're about the only ones I've made, actually, tap-ins.
Beautiful. And don't forget, smash that like button.
You're a
what you
weirdo.
say, don't you?
Oh, that's what they say to say.
Hey? I don't know. If you don't like it, don't like it. Hit dislike. Who cares?
Yep.
I don't care. But anyhow, see you then. Beautiful.
See you.